and take great opportunity to regenerate your spiritual progress. Thank you very much for coming. Can I request everyone to please put their cell phone on silent? Generally you have to say during the class, so I'm just going to do that now. Okay, I take this opportunity to recognize today's Sunday we sponsor. We have two devotees who are sponsoring today. One is Sagar Magar Prabhu and family. Are they here? Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhu. They're sponsoring for their son's birthday. Sorry, daughter's birthday. How old is she? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much, Prabhu. And also, Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, Priyamani Mataji and family, they are sponsoring for their son's Damodar's first birthday. So let's express our deepest gratitude for both the families by one time loudly chanting from bottom of our heart, one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. We pray to the Supreme Lord, Shri Shada Gopish and Brothers Vidai Kadipam and His Divine Grace Prabhupada, that they shower the choicest blessing on both the families for their concerts. Once again, thank you very much. We are grateful with your support. Now, very important upcoming events. There's a whole list of speakers who are going to be visiting us, and and they are sharing their wisdom of Krishna Katha with all of us. So I'm just going to go. Is anyone who's not getting his Farmington Hills emails? Please sign up. It's on Farmington Hills website, and you get regular updates. And I guarantee there are no spams. These selected emails which get sent out. So next weekend, 9th and 10th June, this is Vrindavan who is visiting us. After that, June 10th to 14th, His Holiness Roha Samaraj will be here in Michigan. And then 15th to 18th, His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu will be here. And then 18th, we have Rath Yatra that we'll be celebrating right here in Farmington Hills, the beautiful chariot, and it's being prepared, and the details and the services are being discussed right now. And then 23rd to 26th, His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu will be visiting us. So June month is literally full of full surcharge. So please take this big opportunity to associate with these great Vaishnavas. Now, state opportunities. I know we have temples, a big facility, a lot of services are there online basis, and I know temple needs support in pot washing. So if anyone is interested, please see kitchen team, and they will help you guide through the process. And one very important, see, we all like to work out. Is there anyone who don't work out, who would like to work out? Who's there who wants to work out? No one? It's an amazing opportunity, right? To work in lawn outside. And His Jagdishwar Prabhu is really putting his sweat and blood in making the temple yard beautiful. He's standing there, he's always here either doing camera service or lawn service. Weekend, evening, morning, afternoon, hot sun, rain, he's always there. He's putting his lot of effort to make our yard beautiful whatever way he can. And he needs support. It's amazing workout as well. Right? So right after Sunday, please, you will be here. If you're interested and your heart desire, please support in doing lawn service. Okay. Thank you very much. If this is standing here, if anyone wants to see who he is, he's always there. Thank you very much for all your support. Now, without further delay, I'll request today's Sunday speaker, His Grace ISKCON Prabhu. He told you an introduction, and I'm last Mark, so I won't say much. just that we're all immersed under him. And he is going to enlighten us to Krishna. Let's welcome the leadership of our three-time, in our traditional way, but three-time Bible getting.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातां सहगणं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देव श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी प्रभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसती गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम मंगलंगाय दैगिरं यत्कृपा पुराणता You're very happy to, I can see Chintamani Mataji here. Let us express our gratitude to Chintamani Mataji by loudly chanting 3 times in bowl. I have to offer obeisance from here. She is the representative of Srila Prabhupada to all of us. We are blessed by her presence. She agreed to give class actually. Yeah, I don't know when it is, but she said she needs little time. And I told her 3 weeks ago, you can give next week. She said she needs little time. So actually 2 days ago, we celebrated. Today in America, all ISKCON temples, they are celebrating Bani Happy Festival. Actually, I really wanted to continue on where I left off last time. The story. But then I thought, today practically everywhere they're celebrating this festival. Bani Happy Festival, Chidadahi Festival. Bani Hathi is a village north of Kolkata in India. This festival took place 500 years ago. And what is this festival? How is it related to us? When we have spiritual difficulties, we are trying our best. When we have difficulties in our life, we are trying our best to overcome them. We are not able to. We are trying, but sometimes we are frustrated. This festival tells us how to overcome the obstacles in our lives, either material or spiritual. So that is the story. And how could this multi-billionaire by today's standards, how could he attain the perfection of his life? And world has seen so many multi-millionaires or billionaires. Today, churches, mosques, and synagogues don't speak of them. Why we are speaking about one gentleman who was born with a silver spoon, and actually not silver spoon, literally platinum spoon. So was born with in luxury. How could he give up everything and eventually could witness Krishna's pastimes and eventually became one of the associates of Krishna? He was, and he later he is. So on this, when he was present on earth, how his story went on, that's what we are going to discuss. Amazing story that inspires us, enlivens us. I have no qualification. I seek blessings of all of you, especially children. He appeared in the year 1495. And Father Govardhan Majumdar and his brother Hiranya Mazumdar, they were tax collectors in the court of Nawab Hussain Shah. Every year, they would collect they collected 2 million coins, gold coins, and they would deposit as the treasurers 1.5 million gold coins. Actually, they would deposit 1.2 million coins and they would keep 800,000 coins. How many? 800,000 coins. Those days, if you have one coin, I'm sure it's gold, because those days in India, the transactions would happen in gold. If you have one coin, you will lead your life very comfortably. His father income annually, how much? 800,000 gold coins. Now you tell me whether they were billionaires or not. How many figure? And his uncle did not have any son. For his father, he was the lone son. Only one son. So, and they were very charitable. People would, all the devotees would come to them for any help, and they would help. Their family, his teacher in the school was Balram Acharya, who was actually connected with Advaita Acharya. Family priest is actually Yadunandana Acharya. Yadunandana Acharya was connected with Advaita Acharya. So Yadunandana Acharya was connected with Advaita Acharya. In the childhood itself, he made sure he would get the blessings from Advaita Acharya. And in the later part of his life, Haridas Thakur would come and stay with Advaita Acharya. And that's when one day Balram Acharya took Raghunath. There's actually a movie on him. He took him and he obtained the blessings from Haridas Thakur, who would chant those days 192 rounds every day. So imagine he got out of the 5 Panchatattva you're seeing. In childhood, he got the blessings of Advaita Acharya. Later, he got the blessings of Haridas Thakur, Namacharya. Because of this, he did from childhood itself, he understood that human life is very temporary. How many years we live in this world? 70, 80, 100? Then you have to leave all these billions and billions and go to a different place. You don't know where you're going, don't know when you're going to, why you're going to, how you're going. And once you leave this body, there is a possibility you may become a dog. There is a possibility you may become a tree in the Meerut forest. Do you know how many years the trees in Meerut forest live? Ranging from 1,000 years to 9,000 years. I have a question for all of you. Somebody living as a software consultant purchased $1 million home in Novi or Michigan. After 50 years, if they won't become a tree in Meerut forest standing there 9,000 years, is it a very happy thing? Huh? Definitely it's not a happy thing, right? It means they have not taken care of human life. They only focused on 4 things: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They did not understand why this human life was awarded. I'm sure you are such noble, fortunate souls. You only knew that. And you're trying to make best use of it. But Raghunath knew that very well. From childhood, he understood the temporary nature of the body and eternal nature of the soul. And goal of human life is to cleanse the heart. Then once heart is cleansed of all the impurities, greed, anger, envy, pride, lust, ego, illusion, then what will come out? That natural, that eternal Krishna Prema, which is the dormant in all of us. Srila Prabhupada came to America and told Americans, Krishna consciousness is not an artificial imposition. Krishna consciousness is a natural. It's a natural characteristic of the soul. So Prabhupada said, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabano is Sravanadi Sudhachiti Kuriya Uday. Today, that Krishna Prema is locked up in our heart. And someone has to unlock it. And for that, you have to remove the dust from the chest. And you have to unlock it. How to remove the dust? By chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So he grew up, the lone son is going to be this heir for the entire family. So when the parents observed, he did not have any affinity for the material affairs. They got him married. And it is said his wife was of exquisite beauty. Still, it did not improve the situation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, on his way to Vrindavan, one day he stopped at Santipur. That time Raghunath told his father, I want to go and see him. Usually what he would do, his love for renunciation was so high, though the parents tried to provide everything to him, he would run away from the home. He would run away from the home to become a monk in the renounced order. But the parents appointed 7 to 8 gods. These gods would catch him and bring him back. So the one day his mother asked his father, what everyone is looking for in this world, we have it. Why? Our son is, why we cannot hold him, bind him with the ropes? Father said, impossible. More powerful than ropes is the power of lust. His wife is so beautiful, but somehow Raghunath is not interested because he has already attained the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But we'll try our best, let us see what happens. But then one day Raghunath said, Raghunath Das Goswami eventually, Father, if you don't give me permission, I cannot live. I want to go and see him. He said, all right, go. So he went and met Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, don't be a Markata Vairagi. In forest, monkeys, they don't wear clothes. They are vegetarians. Do you think monkeys are the best monks? Definitely not. They try to look for here and there where they can hang on with female monkeys. So if you ask me, you go back home and just lead a life, lead the life to impress your family that you have changed, but secretly you worship Krishna, pray and see what happens. Eventually, when you're ready, when the fruit is ripe, naturally fruit falls down from the tree. You don't need to cut it. So you just go back for now and behave in such a way you're fully changed. And but in the core of the heart, pray to Krishna. Raghunath Das Goswami came back and he started behaving normally in their words. The parents thought, oh, he changed. Then what happened? Then what happened? As I told, as tax collectors, they would collect 2 million gold coins. And they were supposed to deposit 1.5 million gold coins. But they would do only 1.2 million and keep another 300,000 extra. I request everyone to please come forward. Ladies also, please. So one Muslim Chaudhary saw this. Actually, money triggers envy in this world. And what he did, he went and complained to a minister. And he wanted a portion out of it, but they were not giving. So he brought the minister and to arrest the father and his brother. But the Govardhan and Hiranyamazda, they ran away. So what the Muslim Chaudhary did, he arrested Raghunath Das Goswami. And every time he would come to beat him up, by seeing his face, he wouldn't do that. Raghunath Das Goswami also, they are from the same, they put him in prison. They put Raghunath in prison. He said, every time he would come, see, your parents, they've cheated me, I should get a portion out of it. But they ran away. So I will really punish you. Raghunath Das Goswami, he used his diplomacy. We are from the same village. It means you're my uncle. So I'm like your son. So how can you punish me? See, there's a purity of his heart. That melted the Muslim Chaudhary. And he really cried, actually. You're really my son, I will not beat you up. But, make sure you arrange the meeting between your father and me so that this matter is settled. Maybe he wanted to get some money, some portion. And Raghunath Das Goswami said, fine, no problem. So by his talkativeness, by his way of handling things, actually, he arranged a meeting and he was brought out from the prison and the matter was very peacefully settled. The parents were very happy, especially his father, how he handled the situation. But unknown to everyone, his heart was longing to serve Krishna. That attraction. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Tvayame nanya vishya, madir madhupate sakrut, ratim udvahata datta, gange vogam udanvati. Spiritual life is simple and not easy. But one thing will make that difficult spiritual life easy. You know what it is? Action. From Himalayas, Ganges, the meaning of this verse is this. From Himalayas, river Ganga, she comes down. It's very easy to come down the river, come down from the mountains for any river. So when the river Ganga, Ganges is coming down the hill of Himalayas, it goes very fast. But then the problem starts. Once it is down the hill, suddenly one day, one mountain would come. So another day, few boulders will come. Suddenly a big tree would fall in the flow. But Ganga would face all these troubles because of one reason. Ganga has immense attraction. Ratim udvahata datta gange vogam udanvati. Ganga has a strong desire to reach Sagar, ocean. Because Ganga has such a deep desire to reach ocean. Ganga, when the mountain would come, Ganga would go from this side or underneath or on the top of it, Ganga would go. Similarly, when the big river, big tree falls in the flow stops, shocked. But again, takes that shock and goes forward. Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, problems come in our lives, whether you're a devotee or non-devotee. But if you keep attraction for Krishna, attraction for bhakti, if you understand the temporary nature of this body and this world, somehow or other you will continue in this sense. So, but his heart was actually, what is that? It was reaching with the desire to serve Krishna under the guidance of Lord Chaitanya. Then what is that? One day. So, but he had these guards. They would constantly watch him. So ever since he started behaving nicely, that the grip was little loosened, but they did not know how he was planning. One day, this is the festival today actually, Nityananda Prabhu, Balarama Hoilo Nita. If Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, Nityananda Prabhu is Balaramaji. One day he came to a village in north of Calcutta. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, actually he came to the house of Raghav Pandit, and Raghunath Das Goswami went to see him. And Nityananda Prabhu was sitting in Virasana posture, and he was as bright as millions of. And when he saw that, he did not go forward and he offered obeisances, prostrated obeisances. And somebody told Nityananda Prabhu, Raghunath has come and is offering pranams, dandat pranams, obeisances to you. Nityananda Prabhu is very funny, jovial actually, Avadut. Nityananda Prabhu said, he said, come here. And he forcefully brought him. And he said, you're a thief. And so you're not serving my devotees. Actually, though Raghunath Das Goswami met Lord Chaitanya, why he could not become successful? He did not get the grace of Guru. He didn't get the grace of Krishna, grace of devotees. Krishna, this is the principle. You are going through troubles, spiritual or material, grace is not enough. Render service to devotees, render service to spiritual masters. Definitely, you will become free from your obstacles. As simple as that. This is the moral of today's festival. That's it. How many of you agree we have our own problems? Without saying anything, just come and do service. And please, devotees, and please, if you are not initiated, please Srila Prabhupada. If you are initiated, please your Guru and Srila Prabhupada together. Your problems will eventually become free from those difficult obstacles. It's very important. So, and I can tell many more things, but time is short. So he said, serve devotees, serve my devotees. He said, Raghunath Das Goswami took that instruction. How easy it is to please devotees, just give them nice prasad, that's it. That is today's festival. So what he did, he sent his servants and he told them, to buy, big pots and chipped rice. He told them to buy yogurt and milk. He told them to buy this high quality bananas, camphor. And so these Brahmins, what they did, in these big pots, they put just one pot they filled with chipped rice, another pot is also filled with chipped rice, and one pot they mixed with condensed milk. They added this bananas and camphor. They started mixing. Another pot, they chipped rice. They added yogurt. One pot is milk, another pot is yogurt. That's why it's called Chida Dahi festival. Dahi means, of course, there is no milk over there, but milk is also there. So they mixed, and there's big pots. Then, see, this is 500 years ago festival. There were no paper plates. And there were no steel plates. You go to some temple and they give you steel plate that is used by 100 people. Will you eat? Even it is washed nicely. So, see, cleanliness, Vedic culture means cleanliness. He ordered 400 pots. This 500 years ago. 5,000 years ago, Maharaj Yudhishthira performed a fire sacrifice, Rajasuyagya. That time even very high class. I don't know the number of pots they ordered, but they're all golden pots. Means today you will eat and you'll throw. Had we been there, we would stay at the throwing place and collect all the pots. So see, those days, that's how the degradation. So they would use and throw. But let me tell you, gold also, it's biodegradable. Needless to say, clay pots are also biodegradable. Happy to say, these paper plates are biodegradable. Sad to say, plastic plates are not degradable. So we should not use as much plastic. We should not use as much as possible plastic. So anyway, he ordered 400 pots, small pots. And once the big pots, they mixed chipped rice with yogurt, chipped rice with milk and bananas, and they made such a delicacy. And then the Brahmins, first thing they did it, when they were mixing, they had only one desire. We want Krishna to eat this. We want Krishna Chandra to eat this. That should be our desire when we cook. Not like you're cooking before, okay, I want to namesake Krishna, but I want to eat it. Means you have already eaten it. That is not consciousness. Bhakti means heart. When you go to work, you use your mind. Right? And when you go to work, you use your intelligence. Or you want to deal with others, you use your mind. But when you come to temple and worship, you use your heart. But if you use your mind and intelligence, it's not bhakti. You come here after 15 years, you realize, I have not performed bhakti at all. Why? Bhakti means, do you go to your office and start speaking to your manager? I love you, sir. But you don't work. You don't apply your heart there. You apply your intelligence. Manager says, I love you too, but I don't want you. So here you can come and do, use your mind and intelligence, mix politics. Krishna says that you do in your office, not here. And interesting or not? Don't apply your mind and intelligence. Use your heart. Haribol. So this Bhakti Vaibhav Maharaj, I took him to Queens in New York for a program. I told many times. He said, I've been chanting for 25, 30 years now. But after 15 years, I realized I have not even chanted one round. So what is that? I don't want to say that, because everything will be there. One thing won't be there. What is that? Time. Time will be wasted, right? It's very important. So apply your heart. When you come here, let me apply my heart. If you can apply your heart, you will run on the flight. You'll take a flight and you'll travel towards Krishna with that speed. If not, you'll stay there only. So they offered the 2 parts. They offered the 2 parts. They offered this yogurt rice and chipped rice. Yogurt, chipped rice with yogurt, chipped rice with milk. And after offering it, they start giving it to everyone with love. When somebody comes to your home, we made 20 items, go and eat shamelessly. Will they eat? But when they come to your home, they say, even if it's just, what is that, one item, Mataji, we made it for you, please take it. Even if there is little salt less, they'll take it. Why? Your heart. When somebody comes to your home, please come, we are waiting for you. Oh, they feel welcomed. I'm sure our Prasadam Sarva team is here and listening this. I'm serious, I'm honest. Why should people say, we are all sitting here, you are representatives of Krishna. In the sense, you are guests of Krishna, not devotees. Devotees are hosts of Krishna. So if you understand that point, actually entire Chaitanya Charitamrita, only first 13 chapters later with philosophy, rest Chaitanya Charitamrita, only 2 things. What is that? Jump and down, up and down dancing. How many of you like it? But now your body is exhausted. What next? Prasad. Sit and talk about Krishna, not talk about Corona, or not talk about upcoming elections. Sit and talk about Krishna and eat prasad up to neck. That is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhakti is simple, sirs, ma'ams. Bhakti is not difficult. Sit and talk, eat. Then stomach is full, you want to digest it, 4:30 kirtan, come and dance. It will be digested, ready for 7 o'clock prasad. So, but very important thing, prasada should be, Bhaksya Sastakar would say, it should be offered with love. Krishna would eat it. That is Krishna. So everyone was given 2 pots. Pot of chipped rice with yogurt, chipped rice with milk, condensed milk. When people came to know, they started coming from all the quarters. And literally, this is Panihati actually, such a beautiful place on the bank of Ganga. So when people started coming, what happened? It was full, area was full. People were going and sitting in Ganga and eating it. Actually, one time, Dhanadhar Swami, upstate New York, they had a small creek. He said, oh, Prabhu is sitting here only. Krishna Kumar Prabhu, he would host. How many years you have hosted the festival? 20 years now? 15? Yeah. Okay, his family, they hosted Panihati festival, hosting 200, 300, 500 people actually every year. So they would go and, eat in the creek. They sit put their legs in the creek and eat. So the point is, what is that? People were coming and Nityananda wanted, Raghunath Das Goswami went. All his associates went and gave 2 pots to Nityananda, 4 pots actually. Nityananda Prabhu, this chipped rice. And Nityananda Prabhu in his meditation invited Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya was in Puri. And just by his meditations, Lord Chaitanya appeared. Lord Chaitanya appeared. And this picture is first actually. So what happened? Nityananda Prabhu got up. And so Nityananda started walking between devotees. People didn't understand. And Lord Chaitanya would wear a particular garland. That garland smell, everyone started feeling it. But this garland is not available in Panihati, Calcutta. It is available only in Jagannath Puri, which is maybe 800 miles. So many devotees could not understand why Nityananda was going through the devotees. And later then they sat together. When they sat together, Nityananda was laughing and he was pushing little food in the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya was eating and he was also putting little food in the mouth of Nityananda Prabhu. They were eating Haribol. It's a happy festival. Hare Krishna. So devotees, how easy it is to please devotees. Respect and give them prasad. And if they give you prasad, they accept it. What are the 6 loving exchanges? Dadati pratigrahanaad guhyam makyati prachati bhungte bhojate chaiva shadvidam priti lakshanam. You know, give gifts, accept gifts. Give prasad, accept prasad. You know, inquire confidentially and open your mind. These 6 ways you can develop relationship. So by doing this, by actually, so what he did, Raghunath Das Goswami served Guru Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu invited Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya was happy. There was a wonderful kirtan. And all the devotees' hearts were filled with joy. Actually, that time Raghav Pandit came. He told Nityananda, sir, my Lord, you're sitting here and eating. At home, I made huge prasad and I want to, the prasad is ready. Nityananda said, I'm a cowherd boy. I like to sit with people in picnic and eat. That prasad I'll eat at the night. But right now here. So, so they had a wonderful festival. And see Raghunath Das, we can learn so many lessons. Raghunath Das Goswami is a multi-billionaire. He can give anything, but what he did, charity, if you give with right hand, left hand should not. Jesus Christ says that. He gave 108 gold coins to Raghav Pandit and said, he went to Nityananda Prabhu's secretary. Tell him to utilize for travels. Then he gave this many gold coins, a bag of gold coins he gave to Raghav Pandit and he said, you decide whom to give what. All the devotees who came to this, hundreds of people who came to it, will take part in this festival, plus the Antaraj of Nityananda Prabhu, the devotees, Abraham, Thakur, all so many actually, Parameshwari Thakur, Gadadhar Das, they're all 12 Dwadas Gopals. He did not distribute. Why? Name will come to him. I don't want the name. And he told them, don't tell anybody that I gave this money. Who are giving it? You're the senior devotee. Amazing, right? Bhakti is not in the words. Bhakti is in deeds. So to cut the story short, because he pleased Nityananda Prabhu and all the devotees, Nityananda Prabhu said, Raghunath, I know your desire. That will be soon fulfilled. Very soon, you will become free from your obstacles. And you will go to see Nityananda Prabhu was telling the future. Very soon you'll go to Jagannath Puri. And you'll be under the shelter of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would put you under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami. You will attain the perfection of your life. And be blessed. So then, and then ever since that happened, after this festival, in his home, courtyard outside, there's a Durga Mandapa. He never slept in his home. Outside, he would sleep. One day, his family Guru Yadunandanacharya came and said, oh, Raghunath, I have a problem. Temple Pujari is not telling he will come and can you convince this Pujari to come and do worship tomorrow? He said, yes. So the God saw him going with Yadunandanacharya. All right, Yadunandanacharya is watching right now. So he went with Yadunandanacharya. After some time, he said to Yadunandanacharya, you go home, I'll convince the priest to go and do worship. I'll take care of that. So he went and told the Brahmin, I request you, continue the worship of, continue your worship, you'll be taken care. Brahmin agreed. And now, Guru is not there, but is there, gods were not there. Golden opportunity is simply there. What he did not run on the highways from Bengal to Puri. First he ran in the northern direction. And he took the path of jungles. And next day morning, so where is Raghunath? Where is Raghunath? So they went to Yadunandanacharya. Yadunandanacharya said, no, he already left in the night. It's really a loud cry. People started crying. Raghunath left. Then father said, I know a team of devotees is going to Puri, headed by Shivananda Singh. Catch them. Raghunath should be there with them. And these gods ran and caught them. Shivananda Singh said, Raghunath is not with us. But they did not know he has chosen the path of jungles. And he was going through the jungles. 12 days he traveled. One day he got a little milk. He didn't eat. Finally, he reached Puri. When he reached Puri, and what is that? What is that? So Sarvadana Goswami said to Lord Chaitanya, Raghunath is offering obeisances. Lord Chaitanya said, yeah, take good care of him. He has not eaten for so long. So Raghunath Goswami, Lord Chaitanya he told Sarvadana Goswami, give him my remnants every day. After some time, he'll be on his own. Please listen very carefully. This billionaire is willing to go through this ordeal. See, how much he has declared war on his mind and senses to attain Krishna. So later what he did, he started going. Actually, for 1 year, I'm cutting the story short, actually, because long story. Initially, he would go to the Simhadwara gate of Puri. How many of you been to Puri? Rath Yatra is coming actually, Puri Rath Yatra. He would go to Simhadwara gate and he would beg. And people, so one day Lord Chaitanya asked, what is Raghunath doing? Raghunath is why he is not coming and taking lunch with us? Raghunath is standing at the Simhadwara gate and is begging. Lord Chaitanya said, that is very good. Then a few days, sometime later, again he asked, what is Raghunath doing nowadays? He said, he is not begging at the Simhadwara gate, the main gate. Then in Puri, there are prasadam distribution centers. He is begging there. Why? Why did he stop begging at the main gate? He felt standing at the main gate begging, he felt himself like a prostitute. When somebody is coming, yeah, this person will come and give it. He is going away, he's not giving. Oh, maybe this person will give. Finally, that look, I have given up everything, but still my mind is demanding this. So then he would go to the prasadam distribution center, and there they would give a little prasad, he would eat, but the whole day, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. And sometime later he asked him, what is Raghunath doing nowadays? He stopped even going to distribution centers. Then how is he maintaining himself? I request everyone, please listen carefully. Every day, Lord Jagannath Krishna, they would offer Krishna 56 items, 56 times. And after it is offered in pots, they sell it to shopkeepers. Shopkeeper, they sell it to, they give it to shopkeepers, and shopkeepers, they sell it to pilgrims. You can buy. You can buy it by giving little money, whatever you want, you can tell. Very healthy and delicious. And the famous thing of Jagannath Puri is prasad. And by the end of the day, whatever is left over, all the pilgrims are gone, some prasad is left over. That prasad, what they do, at the south gate, I hope I'm right, south gate, they discard the prasad at the south gate to cows. These cows will come and eat that. And whatever, cows are eating means, cows saliva, you see that, right? And as soon as after some time, the cows will go away, leaving some more food behind. The flies land. If you go to this part of the temple, It is filled with flies. But it is prasad. Raghunath, in the middle of the night, he would go there, pick up the prasad, reject, he would pick up the prasad, he would clean that portion, come, he would add little salt and eat it. One time I had a lecture, if you do that, you will die today. We don't have that type of faith and prasad. But Raghunath Das Goswami faith and prasad was so intense. This is prasad. It cannot be contaminated. Prabhupada said, Jayananda Prabhu, every Rath Yatra Prabhupada told, put his picture. Jayananda Prabhu is from Ohio, and an electrical engineer. He was the first one who built the cart. So Prabhupada said, every Rath Yatra, he left the world, he got cancer and died in 1977. Prabhupada said, every Rath Yatra, we should put the picture of Jayananda and honor him. Jayananda Prabhu faith and prasad was so intense. In the 1970s, when prasad would fall down, he would bend down and lick it with his tongue from the ground. This is prasad, tasted by Krishna. Sometimes, in the upstairs, people just walk. No, we should see prasad with high respect. One devotee said, prasad means Prabhu Sakshat Darshan. It is direct Krishna. To the extent we honor prasad with that consciousness, that much extent we make progress. Instead of eating it is gulab jamun or rasgulla, it is gulab jamun, rasgulla, no doubt. But if we eat, this is honored by Krishna with that mentality, with that consciousness. If we eat, we make much more progress. Should I continue? Yeah. And Raghunath Das Goswami, why he is not going in the daytime to pick it up? He'll become famous. He is eating a abandoned, a rejected prasad 4 days ago. Then he'll become famous as a saint of Puri. He did not want that. He did not want the name and fame. First he said no to his mind and he is no to senses. Now he said no to his mind. Name and fame, mental happiness. Wow. That's why you would go in the dead of the night, you would wash it, add little salt and eat it. And Surudhar Goswami told Lord Chaitanya, this is what Raghunath is doing. One day Raghunath Das Goswami in the dead of the night, he went and picked up little prasad. He washed it and added little salt about it. Lord Chaitanya came and said, Raghunath, what is that you are doing? Immediately put it behind. No, my Lord. So what is that you are doing? Lord Chaitanya grabbed it and he started eating it. Sarudhar Goswami said, no, you are Jagannath, you are Krishna himself, please don't do that. Lord Chaitanya said, I have eaten so many cakes, I have eaten so many varieties of sweets. But Raghunath, this is the most delicious prasad I have ever eaten in this temple. In Puri. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Raghunath, Lord Chaitanya is tasting the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami. Is that tasting the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami? World Health Organization is a United Nations organization declared endangered species. Bengal tiger, deer lions, Australian kangaroos, so many at the end, brahmacharis. They're also endangered species. Because everyone wants to enjoy only. Nobody wants to renounce. So, because universities are telling, you make money, you'll be happy. If you make money, have a family, and both work and buy an $800,000 million home, you'll be happy. Within the brackets, definitely no. Everyone knows. So you want to say, yes, are you happy? Of course, I have a building, I'm happy. Are you happy? Of course, I have a Tesla, I'm happy. Within the brackets? No. You know? How many of you agree whatever I said is true? Thank you. Happiness is a state of consciousness. Otherwise, today you tell the story to any psychiatrist in America, they'll label Raghunath Goswami as a crazy guy, having happened all these billions of gold coins and becoming beggar. He's not a beggar. Today, people will go to Raghunath Goswami home to see that home where he was confined by his father. People from Christian tradition all over the world, they go to Assisi to see that one room where Saint Francis was confined by his father. That small. So saints have value. Love of God has value in today. So anyway, Raghunath Goswami, Lord Chaitanya was tasting his renunciation. So when you come to this, actually one somebody said, there is one temple that preaches pure devotional service. Do you know we offer pure devotional service? We open at 5 o'clock in the morning. Our Sham Bishop is an engineer from Drexel University, Computer Science. But every day he comes and wakes up the deities. His income is zero. Did you ever see him leading Kirtan? He doesn't lead. Following the footsteps of Raghunath Goswami. When Bhavadacharya was sitting, he's also an engineer. He did his master's. But you don't see Bhavadacharya leading his Kirtan. Why? I don't need. But they work very hard to maintain the temple. Shama Krishna used to stay here, electronics engineer, then a robotics engineer, and opened a center. Their income is zero. Why? So they have, I'm not telling that is the only path. You are also like that. You are staying at homes, but goal is pure bhakti. If everyone, Prabhupada says, only 1% of this population, 1% practices pure devotional service, world will become better. Everyone is telling, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. Where is happiness? We are happy. So, so what is that? This is needed. Tapasya is needed to attain the grace. This is needed to attain the grace of Krishna. When you with this little austerity, you can subdue your mind and senses. Then only you'll go ahead of a sensual level, mental level, intellectual level, then the soul level, where Krishna is there. Otherwise, throughout your life here only. Throughout level here only. Okay, I'm very happy eating senses. I'm happy engaged in sensual life. Fine. Then again, next birth. So one day he asked this question to Swarup Goswami, said, Raghunath has a question for you, my lord. What is that? I have given up my family, I have given up my parents, I have come to this world. What is the duty of a monk? Very wonderful instruction. Lord Chaitanya said, he knows everything, Swarup Goswami, you don't need to come to me. But anyway, you came, I'll answer. So because you're asking me, I'll answer. But Swarup Goswami knows everything. Gramya kada na sunbe, gramya vartana kahibe, balana kahibe ar balana paribe, amani manada hanya Krishna nama sudalebe. Sudalebe. Vraje Radha Krishna seva manaso karibe. Who will read it? Don't indulge in worldly talk. Don't hear worldly talk. If you are serious about attaining Krishna's grace, not like a 5 minutes Kirtan program and 2 hours of material world discussion. That will dilute your fire. How many of you agree? Fire is there, but it is diluted. Why? Who is diluting it? I myself. Don't indulge in worldly talk. Don't hear worldly talk. Actually, we went to Vrindavan this year. We were once chanting is over, one person started talking about American politics. I said, look, we have come here not for this. Please don't. Because we cannot speak heavily sometimes. Hey, this is Vrindavan. So thing is, the conditioning is there. The conditioning is there. What is bhakti? I want to become free from my previous conditioning. Try your best to avoid mundane matters. But of course, this is not, be careful. This is 500 years of instruction. Don't eat it. He's telling to Raghunath Das Goswami. So don't apply that. Don't eat delicious foods. Because it's renunciate, right? It's a renunciate to the core. It's Prayojana Acharya. He's Saradharani actually. But take whatever ordinary food may come of its own accord. Because Jihver Lala Sahoy Iti Utidaya Sishnodar Parayana Krishna nahi paya. This is the first verse of the Nectar of Instruction Venerable Goswami. A person who is trying to satisfy tongue, belly, genitals, they're in the same line. A person who is trying to satisfy tongue, he'll try to fill the belly all the time. Then the third one will give so much agitation. The stomach is full. Krishna nahi paya, he'll never get Krishna. You know? So that's why this is Raghunath. Why he gave that instruction only to Raghunath Das Goswami. He didn't give it to you and me. Are you listening or not? Is that state, that consciousness. He was speaking the food, abundant food, where flies were landing and cows, it was mixed with the cow saliva. How many of you have seen cow saliva? So much of foam actually. He's removing that and eating it. He's telling this. Don't dress luxuriously. You're a monk. Just pick up whatever you get at. But always try to take the name of Radha Krishna with the attitude of giving respect to others. My obeisances, sir. My obeisances, Dandavati. And if you have this, without expecting respect from anyone, Amani Manada, Hanya Krishna Nama Sadalebe. Don't expect respect, give respect to everyone. Brajarada Krishna Seva Manasa Karibe. But inside the mind, you're there, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. But in the mind, where are you now? Not Farmington. Here. Walking. Or Govardhan. What is the Dangati? I am going forward. Then, what is that? Aniyur. Then what? The western side end, then what? Then Gaurikund. Likewise, you're here, but you are there. But sometimes you are there, but idhar kya chal raha hai? So then where are you? Though they are there, you are here. Though you are here, you are where? There. So where your mind is, there your consciousness is. So be humble and never aspire for respectful dealings from others. In this way, take Krishna's name. Try to take the name of Krishna constantly. And within, try to serve Sri Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. Mentally, be in Vrindavan, rendering service to Sri Radha Krishna Leela. He told this. This is an instruction for all the renunciates. And he took it. That's what happened. Sometimes people would throw the clothes on the road, he would pick them up and wear. Means he's telling, I'm not this body. I don't want to maintain. I just want to offer minimum care because tongue is deadly. Belly is deadly. They are snakes. But of course, Srila Prabhupada has saved us from all these things. He gave us a nice prasad. Prabhupada knew we cannot do this. So what he did, he gave us nice prasad. Prabhupada said, stay in your luxurious buildings, continue being an engineer, doctor, whatever. But morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, you chant, by Raghunath Das Goswami's grace, you will go back to Godhead. Haribol. How many of you like that? Why? Whatever austerity we all supposed to do, he did it. Prabhupada Guru Maharaj chanted 192 rounds for 10 years. He prayed for, Saraswati Thakur prayed for people whom he has never seen. Srila Prabhupada prayed for all of us. How many of us you see, except our Chintamani Mataji, none of us saw Prabhupada. Prabhupada prayed for all of us. That's why an Ekadasi pizza, Ekadasi idli we can eat, still we can go back to God. ISKCON has invented all these things. They have Ekadasi, ISKCON coffee, ISKCON tea, everything came up. But why? We cannot do austerity. But still, why we our stay on the boat, you will go back to Godhead. Actually, what is that? Thomas is here, I don't know. Oh, he's here. No, this is Mike. Last weekend I asked them, every Sunday we have evening program, American program. Hey, what is the goal of this program? Maybe Mike actually said, we have to go there. He showed that. You said that?
I think it might have been Tom. I don't think
Tom, okay. Tom said that. I said, do you know what is the goal of this program? He said, we have to go there. He showed. So how simplified it, how easily you simplified it. You have to go there. Amazing. So, but for that, you don't need to do all these things. But eat only prasad, chant your rounds. Ekadasi idli is fine. Ekadasi pizza is fine. But stay on the boat. Definitely by Srila Prabhupada's grace, you'll go back to Krishna. That is Srila Prabhupada's promise. And one day, Lord Chaitanya, one monk by name Shankararani sent Gunjamala from Vrindavan and Govardhan. So Lord Chaitanya, Govardhan Sila, Krishna lifted Govardhan for 7 days. Govardhan is not different from Krishna. Antaya, Madhyabala, Haridasa, so this Govardhan is not different from Krishna. Lord Chaitanya he would take this Govardhan Sila to worship. The moment he would take the Shila, he would start crying. And the tears would fall on Govardhan Shila. And Lord Chaitanya said, you did many times, you would go and take bath. No, how can I contaminate the Shila with my tears? He would go take bath and come back to worship again, he would cry. Finally he said, look, I cannot worship this. And he came to Raghunath Das Goswami. He gave the Gunjamala to Raghunath Das Goswami. And he said, Lord Chaitanya gave this Govardhan Shila. He's giving me residence at Govardhan. And he gave Gunjamala. He's telling he's giving me the grace of Radharani. And Lord Raghunath Das Goswami worshipped Govardhan Shila. And with the heart. And what he did, he worshipped. He was the witness of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Puri 24 years. Out of 24, 6 years he traveled, 18 years he stayed. 18 years after staying 18 years, one day, what happened? He went to Tota Gopinath temple. He entered into the deity of Tota Gopinath. And Raghunath Das Goswami, when Lord Chaitanya disappeared, Swarup Goswami, his secretary, couldn't take it. He ended he disappeared. He finished his Aptara Leela. When his dear Lord Chaitanya left, and Swarup Goswami said, Raghunath Das Goswami could not take it. He had only one desire. He wanted to come to Govardhan, claim Govardhan, and jump and commit suicide. That much separation. How many of you know Lord Chaitanya disappeared? He just disappeared. So there is no samadhi because he disappeared. That's it. So if you go to Tota Gopinath Puri, if you give a little 100 rupees, they'll show the crack on the knee of on the feet of Gopinath deity. So he came with only that he couldn't bear it. Because when you love so much somebody, and the person is not there, he couldn't take it. So, but when he came to Vrindavan, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they said, you are the only one alive who has witnessed all the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. If you really ask, he made a notes. And Sarudadar Goswami also made a notes of Lord Chaitanya's activities. How you become ecstatic? So speak. So on the bank of Radhakund, morning and evening, he would do classes. Lord Chaitanya sir and Chaitanya Leela. And in that audience was Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who would hear it. And later all the devotees requested Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to write this book, Chaitanya Charitamrita. For the one qualification, he listened directly from Raghunath Das Goswami. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But when he came, so when he saw Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, his heart was, oh, there are representatives of Lord Chaitanya. And when he came, Vrindavan was not so developed. One day, one gentleman went to Badrinath to give big donation. But there in the night, Badrinara and Badri Vishal came in the dream and told, don't give donation here, go to Vrindavan. There is a saint by name Raghunath Das Goswami. You give this money to him. He wanted to excavate, expand this Kund, Radha Kund. You give this money to him. He will say no to you, but you tell my name. Badri Vishal, Badrinaran himself asked me to give this money to you. So he came all the way from Badrinath to Vrindavan and they gave this huge money to Raghunath Das Goswami. By the time, before he came, a person who was owning this place, he came to Raghunath Das Goswami and said, I will give this Radha Kunda as a charity to you. So there is a Dhanapatra, on that you can see Raghunath Das Goswami's signature 500 years later. So that Kund was excavated. This gentleman came and gave the money and they excavated that Kund. And Raghunath Das Goswami is sitting on the bank of Radha Kund. He would do his pasya. Every day, I think 128 rounds. And he also wrote a famous book, Manaseksha. I request, if you really want to make progress in bhakti, read this one book, Manaseksha. But anyway, one day, Sanatana Goswami came to meet Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Manasi Ganga. Then he went to see Raghunath Das Goswami there. The picture is there, 2 tigers. Raghunath Das Goswami was like this, chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. The 2 tigers came to drink water from Radhakund. Very close where Raghunath Das Goswami was sitting, chanting. But on the other side, Krishna came, fearing for the security, being very concerned for the security of Raghunath Das Goswami. Sanatana Goswami saw Krishna, Raghunath Das Goswami and tigers. Sometime later, the tigers walked, they left after drinking water. Krishna made sure Raghunath Das Goswami is safe. Krishna disappeared. And he came and told, Raghunath Das Goswami, many times I told you to construct a hut, hermitage. And I told you to do your sadhana, bhajana there. But you did not hear. Today, bhakti means we serve Krishna. Today, you took service from Krishna. You put Krishna in anxiety. Krishna had to come all the way to protect you. Please don't do that. See, can you imagine? He did not even have a hut to live. He would sleep under trees. Though there were so many wild animals. But still he said no. Then, another day, Govardhan is the hottest residential area in the world. Residential area. If you want to test now, you can still go. So, one time I was there. By 7 o'clock, it's like this. But Raghunath Das Goswami did not have anything, any place. So he was sitting on just outside, chanting the holy name. Sun came. It's like, if you chant Hare Krishna mantra, you can become free from the bodily consciousness. You can be situated on the soul platform. And he was chanting. And this body, it was very hot. Radharani couldn't take it. She came and she took her sari, anchal, and she covered, him. Be like this. The sun came in the afternoon, in the middle, it was blistering hot, and stood there, protecting his devotee. Again, Sanatana Goswami came to see that. He saw Radharani covering, Raghunath Das Goswami with her sari. And eventually sun went down, she disappeared. And so he went and told again, I told you, other day you took service from Krishna, today you took service from Radharani. When he heard he took service from Radharani, he sought pay. Oh, you mother of the universe, goddess of devotion, Radharani, I have taken service. Then I should not have done that. He constructed a tear, reputation. If you go to Vrindavan, you can see that. And you should know, once in a week, he would drink a few spoonfuls of buttermilk only. No breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Only once a week, he would drink this few spoonfuls of buttermilk. But as Lord Chaitanya told him, he would do intensely service to Radha and Krishna in the mind. One day, while chanting in his mind, he was doing service. He could put sweet rice in the mind. And he offered it to Radha and Krishna. He gave it to Krishna. Krishna ate. He gave it to Radharani, and Radharani gave it to all the gopis as manjaris. Radharani gave also to him. So in his meditation, while chanting, he ate that, and that's over. And in afternoon, a message was sent to Sanatana Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami, he has a lot of, he has stomachache. Immediately sent a doctor. Doctor tested him and said, this Babaji ate a lot of sweet rice. Everyone laughed and told the doctor, what are you talking? This person drinks only once a week, few spoonfuls of buttermilk. He doesn't eat any grains. Doctor said, my what is it? What do you call it?
Expertise.
No. Diagnosis. My diagnosis is never wrong. This Babaji ate so much sweet rice. He said, it's impossible. Then Raghunath Das Goswami said, he is right. How? In my mind today, I offered sweet rice to Krishna, and Krishna gave it to Radharani, Radharani gave it to everybody, Radharani gave it to me also. And in that meditation, I ate. That meditation he ate, and it became real. So the point is, Raghunath Das Goswami, what is that? He wrote this wonderful book, Manasiksha, please read it. If you go to Radhakund, there is a Samadhi. So later part, he met Srinivasacharya, he met Mother Jahna Mata also. He's a Prayojanacharya. If you want, Sambandhacharya is a Sanatana Goswami, Abhideya Acharya is Rupa Goswami, Prayojanacharya is though billionaire by birth, he understood the temporary nature of this world. He gave up everything, did intense sadhana, pleased Swarup Damodar Goswami and Lord Chaitanya by his humility, pleased the devotees with his demeanor, pleased Nityananda Prabhu by his service attitude, pleased everyone by his humble demeanor. Please, this made Krishna and Radharani, this made them pleased, this made them happy for him, and they bestowed it there. So in the spiritual world, his name is Rati Manjari, very dear to Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami. So, but he came to set as an example, rather than being infatuated by the temporary material pleasures. If we utilize our human life to awaken that dormant Krishna prema, the dormant, love of God that is there within our heart. If we a little bit endeavor, every endeavor is eternal. Every endeavor, whatever little effort we make, it gives us immense benefit. It comes with us. Nobody will come with us, nothing will come with us. So I am very unqualified, but hoping that one time recently I said, in ISKCON Farmington Hills, even 5 people or 10 people, even if they may not be pure devotees, but if they say, my goal is pure devotional service, this temple will flourish. For sure. Because, Kali Yuga means what? Universities are telling you make money, you be happy. Parents are telling you make money, you be happy. And God is only an order supplier. God is not an order supplier. But little austerity you do, little sadhana do you do, little bhakti you perform with sincerity, you will receive the grace of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada came to America for that purpose. He came to give Krishna to each and every one of us. We are so unqualified. A 70-year-old man sees sickness, heart attacks. Why should he come to America? People go to Vrindavan to die. But at that age, he came to America to give. We all come to America to take, but he came to give. Not just to America, but he came to give to everyone. But once he became successful, he traveled all over the world in that advanced stage. Why? He wanted to give to each and every one of us, irrespective of where we are from. He didn't care about our past. He cared about our present. If you make this goal pure devotion service, if you decide, I will be sincerely adopting the process and chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. My Guru has taken my karma, or that's why he has given me qualification to chant this holy name. I'm honest with you. Your sincerity will never go waste. The blessings you got will never go waste. Otherwise, okay, some Raghunath Goswami story, nice story. There is a movie also. Let me go and check in the YouTube what that movie is all about. You are missing something. That's what I can tell. So thank you very much, and I'm done. Very grateful. If I have spoken anything wrong, do excuse me as an humble servant. But Krishna is waiting for us. Our time in this world is running out. So the way you are allocating time to your material life, your family life, allocate a good portion of it. Some portion of your life, some portion of your day to spiritual life. That will come with you, I'm honest with you. Thank you very much, Raghunath Goswami ki, Pani Hati Festival ki, Nitai Govardhan Prema. So we have with us actually Chintamani Mataji is actually emblem. She led a life of that service. Thank you, Chintamani Mataji, for your presence. I'm blessed.
One more minute. Today's Sunday is sponsored Sagar Prabhu.